They be the first to tell you that you would never make it. Past perceived potential until you go and take it. Now they Dini Brown in your corner. They tape to you with the corner of my cornea. See the evil in them. Picture perfect vision 2020. In hindsight, color life funny. It's more ironic. Same wishing you out of the game.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Talking Stick Resort Arena in downtown Phoenix. Tonight, it's the Phoenix Suns getting set to match up with the Toronto Raptors. The Phoenix Suns begin the game with the basketball. To Jackson. Oh, blocked by Green.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Screen coming. Josh Jackson to Booker. The jumper's off the mark. To Leonard. Deep two there, won't go. Goes to the left side. To the rim. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Lowry to Valanciunas. Nothing going here on that drive. Jonas Valanciunas. Good start. He's made his first shot.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Knight into the front court. They trail by 2. Here comes the screen. Inside, he scores.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Lowry into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Tyson Chandler snatching it out of the air. That's his first of the game.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
He was hacked. They let it go. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Toronto with the basketball. Lowry to Leonard. Has a chance. Kawhi Leonard missed his first. That one goes.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Lowry with it. He'll run the offense. Leonard to Lowry. Leonard to Danny Green. Here comes the screen. 5 to shoot for Toronto. Danny Green to Leonard. Almost, and he's not getting the call.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Lowry into the front court. Down 2. Going to launch beyond the arc. Kawhi Leonard in his own world. Nobody near him. He sinks it for 3.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Knocked loose. Jay, what do you make of the pressure on this franchise? A whole country is watching.
For Masai Ujiri, it's all about outlook because perspective is everything. And pressure makes diamonds, my friend. So if you're Ujiri, you're throwing everything at the wall and you're seeing what sticks. Even hiring old staff members of the San Antonio Spurs who are very good friends with Kawhi Leonard and Jeremy Castleberry over to the staff to try to get him around. Because the goal is to win now. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, but right now.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2. It's the Raptors with the basketball. Leonard To Valanciunas. Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. 3 for 6 now.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. Changes coming from both sides right now. Booker. And throws it down.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. Fred VanVleet to Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. 4 out of 7.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Here comes the screen. Booker. And they called a foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
And he connects on the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Toronto has the basketball. Leonard. Shot from the lane won't go. Here comes the screen. To Porter. Pass to the rim. Throws it down. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Leonard. He made his first effort, but not that time. To VanVleet. Gets a shot up off the mark. Porter. That pass taken away by Toronto. To VanVleet. Leonard. Scores from the post.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Now whistle and a timeout for Phoenix as they'll talk things over in a one.
Start, let's do it.
Phoenix has the ball. To Porter. Short jumper off the mark. For the Raptors right now, it's twofold. Not just winning with Kawhi, but trying to keep Kawhi.
Well, in order to do the latter, one would think that if you win with Kawhi now, you can keep Kawhi, but I don't believe that to happen. I think Toronto has to look at this as a one-year lease. You have to get as much out of Kawhi as you can. The goal is to win a championship, and the goal is to win one now.
Screen coming. Fred VanVleet, a pass stolen by Phoenix.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Now a steal as the Raptors have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Serge Ibaka at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Phoenix with it to Porter. Here comes the screen. Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
Fred VanVleet to Ibaka. Jonas Valanciunas. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
From the painted area, won't go down. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Lead is 2. No good. Defense catching a break there.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Able to convert on both free throws. Kyle Lowry with the rock. To Valanciunas. And a putback slam.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
To Porter. Here's Jackson down low. Yes! And a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Josh Jackson trying to cash in on a 3-point play. His career mark right now sits at 63%. Got it at the line. Jay, how do you even begin to try and describe the whirlwind that is the Toronto Raptors?
Well, you start with the positive. Last year was the first time in franchise history they were the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference. And then you think about them losing in the first round. After they lost the first game, it was essentially over. To firing their head coach, to losing their best player. And here we are, this team still having a chance to win the Eastern Conference again.
Here comes the screen. To Jackson. Missed a wide open look. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Fred VanVleet to Ibaka. Won't go. Josh Jackson.
1 minute remaining in the second quarter.
That's rebounded by Toronto. Fred VanVleet to Lowry. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. Not going to have it this time.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Beyond the arc for 3. Trying to cash in. Cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Fred VanVleet. Ibaka. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Serge Ibaka has such a good jump shot for somebody 6'10", but every time I hear his name, I just can't help but think about what would have been in OKC.
Desperation shot here from half court. We've reached halftime in a 2-point game. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report.
Joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Toronto with the basketball. Leonard to Danny Green.
Screen.
Leonard. That's good D. Shot no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Booker. He throws it down. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Valanciunas taken by the Suns.
Don't rush this now. The game's been tight so far.
To Booker. 5 on the shot clock for Phoenix. Look out, Devin Booker. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
You know what really fascinates me about Devin Booker? Every time I see him, I almost feel like I'm watching a movie called Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Now, when I see him off the court, he's all smiles, laid back, chill demeanor, very low-key. But when I see him on the court, it's like he finds this different person, this assassin that wants to attack you and dominate you every single time he has the ball. Now, I got a chance to overhear a story of him and his coach at the time, Earl Watson, and he told his head coach, "I'm better than Jordan. Jordan never dropped 70 at the Boston Garden." Now, we all know he's not better than Jordan, but that answer reflects his desire to be like Jordan and to be an NBA legend, and that's why he'll always succeed.
Fred VanVleet to Leonard. Driving right to the basket. Short jumper won't go down. And he's denied by Jackson. Suns control the possession.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Devin Booker at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. The free throw good as he completes the three-point play, and the lead is up to 9. Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter.
So you must have now. Visit our team website for more details.
Fred VanVleet to Danny Green. That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. Suns with the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. That pass taken away by Toronto.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Into the front court, it's Booker. It's a 9-point lead. Here comes the screen. The Suns with 4 to shoot. Has a look. Chandler's shot off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Screen coming. Danny Green to Valanciunas. And the rebound taken in by the Suns. Nothing going here on that drive. From long range, and he buries it. Jay upping the ante from beyond the arc.
It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble, off a quick pass, or off an ISO. When the ball's in this young player's hands, something just feels right.
All right, Baca up to block the shot.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Danny Green to Van Vliet. The screen sets him up for two.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes two of us.
Here comes the screen. Booker. Around the perimeter to Booker. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. The rebound's corralled by the Raptors. Shot from the lane won't go. Knight into the front court. Lead stands at 10. Curling inside. Here comes the screen. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button.
All right, let's do it.
Subbing in for Toronto, number 23. Into the game for Phoenix.
It's Suns ball. To Booker. Look out, Devin Booker. He's 4 for 8. That's 50%.
Tough shot. And when Devin Booker scores, he scores in bunches. It was only a couple of years ago he had that 70-point game in the Boston Garden. This kid can fill it up when he gets hot.
Great pass to set it up. Inside, he scores.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Fred Van Vliet. Kawhi Leonard. Deep two there, won't go. Intentional foul. He meant it.
In the 80s, that might have been a personal, but regardless, it had the same impact. You just injected a little life into your squad, just when they needed it.
And here's the foul. Right now, it's a two-possession game, so if he hits one or two of you, goes 2 for 2 at the line. Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout. That's their second of the final 3 minutes. Danny Green to Leonard. Has a chance. Got it to go on the step back. Jay, it's the Suns with the victory as they take care of it.
See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.
Got a confession. I possess the God particle, lock me up for possession. Your relationship with God should be great for proper protection. Bitch, I am the show and prove, ain't no need to ask me no question. The segregation real, you should probably stay in your section.